Now first off, I'm going to start off with my eyebrows, and I'm going to be using Illamasqua's Eyebrow Cake, and it's important to have defined eyebrows in this 1950s tutorial. So just with an angle brush, and this is by Crown Brushes, so reasonably cheap. I'll link their website if you want to have a look at them. And I'm going to start off by lining the underneath of my eyebrows, so following my natural line, and then so just that line underneath. So now with whatever I've got left on the brush, I'm going to flick upwards at the front. I do have a gap missing there, so I'm just going to fill that in as well, and follow that along the top and bringing it down into that point again. So with a little bit more, nicely defined. And I'm just going to move on to the other eyebrow. Once I've done that, I'll come back and show you the rest. Okay, that's my eyebrows done. They're not exactly the same, but I try and get them as similar as possible. Right, so moving on to the eyes, I'm going to be using my Naked palette, and I'm going to be using this colour here, and this is Virgin, and also Naked, and a little bit of Buck. So just these three colours. So with a flat shader brush, I'm just going to go into Virgin, which is the lightest colour there, and put that all over my lid. So now with a fluffy brush, this is by Loreal. I'm going to go into Naked and just lightly put that into my crease. So just with windscreen wipers motions, I'll also bring that down into the V. So just a little bit more. Just blend that in. And then with another fluffy brush, I'm just going to place a little bit of Buck into the depths of that, really close, so not bringing it up as much. I'm just going to blend that in. So with the fluffy brush again, just meld those colours in together. So again with screen wiper motions and also little circular motions. So once that's done, that's one eye done, I'm just going to do the other side. So now both eyes are done, I'm going to move on to eyeliner. And the eyeliner I'm going to be using is Loreal, and this is their Super Liner in Carbon Gloss. So what I'm going to do, this is a little tip that's helped me, is just right in the corner, so facing upwards that way, I'm going to draw a marker. So this marker is going to go towards the edge of the eyebrow, so as you can see, and also do it the other side, but I'll show you on this side first of all. So now I'm just going to go from the centre and draw little short lines until I match that line up, and just colour in the missing, and then I go into the inside. To begin with, what does help is looking down into a mirror and steadying that little finger onto the skin and looking down into the mirror. So I've got one in the back of the Naked palette. Looking down into it you also flatten out that edge of the eye so it stops wrinkling it out. So now I'm just going to smooth over that line, so if there's any mistakes, smooth them over so we have a perfect line. So now I'm going to move on to the other eye, and once I've done that I'll come back. So now that's both eyes done, I'm just going to go in with mascara, and the mascara I'm using is Loreal. I don't know if you can see that there. So again, the tip is to look down into the mirror to concentrate. Also, then whilst looking down the mirror, that stops any mascara coming at the top of the eye, and just shake at the root and lift them up. Just move on to the other eye. So looking down the mirror again, wigging it at the base and flicking them up. And just to get the inner part, because I'm right-handed, I find it difficult to do the left eye because this has a little fuzzy end on it. It's helpful to get into that inner corner without getting mascara on your nose, because I know we all do it. So this little ball at the end is extremely helpful. So you want your lashes as thick as possible for this one, so a little extra coating doesn't go amiss on this one. So also don't forget to do the bottom lashes. So now tilting your head down, looking down into the mirror again, and that stops it from getting any mascara down underneath the eye. I have this one little funny eyelash right there, for some strange reason just wants to stick down and is quite long. Don't know what's going on with that one, but I try and wipe off a little bit of mascara there so it isn't as obvious, because I've tried everything, it doesn't work. So once my bottom lashes are done, I'm just going to go in with a little bit of eyeliner, and I'm going to be using a white eyeliner, and this is by No7. I'm just going to line the waterline, so just tiny amount, touching just under the eye so it opens up a bit, makes it that little bit easier to get to. So now I'm just going to extra contour my cheekbones. So going in with Hoola. This is my favourite bronzer because it's matte and also isn't too dark as I'm super pale. So just bringing it down from the ear, down towards my nose, and just blending that in. And you can also bring that down the forehead in a C, and then a C down to the bottom there. Again on the same side, so from the top of the ear down towards the nose, and blending that into the skin, and then also bringing it up along the forehead into a C, and also bringing it underneath the chin. Right, I'm now going to be using a cream blusher, and this is by Illamasqua, and this is called Libido, and it's quite an orangey red, so it's a little bit scary looking, but not to worry, I'm not going to be using loads. So just with my foundation brush that I used earlier, this is a flat top foundation brush by Jemma. It doesn't want to show. Just dabbing the end of the brush just lightly in there, and then on the back of my hand I'm just going to buff a little bit off because it does get quite dark, and just above where I've just contoured I'm just going to be placing the colour that little bit and blend it in so it goes into a peachy tone instead of the fiery orangey red. And now with my favourite, with my Jemma Kid Dewy All Over Radiance Cream, I'm going to highlight the top of my cheekbones just with my little fingers. I'm just going to dab that above where I've just put that peachy colour and a little bit under the eyebrow. And I'm going to move on to lips. So I'm using number 7. This is called Stay Perfect Tangerine Touch, and it is a corally pink colour, and this is my first shade colour, but I also have got a brighter one as well. So that's more of a pinky red than the bright red that I'm going to be using next, but that's option 1. Option 2 is again going in with that Libido cream blusher, and I'm just going to put that over the top. So with a lip brush, dabbing it in and just placing it on top. And that's the look finished. That's all you need to do now is put a puff in the hair and tie your hair back, and it gives you a 1950s retro look. So that's the look done. So I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you picked up some tips. Please comment below, and I hope to see you soon. So thanks ever so much.